Hello everyone, welcome to Morgantarot, or welcome back to Morgantarot, whichever it may be for you guys. I'm doing a twin flame reading for the end of October 2021 for whoever is guided to see the message. Yeah, it's a collective message. Please remember that's not going to resonate for every single twin flame connection out there, but I do hope that it's going to resonate for many or some of you. It's going to be led by the overall energy of the reading, which I've already pulled, and I'm going to go through that with you in a moment. Those are the overall energies of the reading. It gives me a bit of an idea of where the twin flame connection is at currently, if this is your reading, right? In giving you the overall energy of the reading up front, you guys can you guys can decide whether this is the message that is meant for you or not, because obviously not every twin flame reading is going to resonate with you if it's a general reading. If it is your message, guys, and I really hope it is, then obviously you can go ahead and hear what I have to say in relation to this connection. So yeah, I did get a lot of past life energy when I was pre-shuffling. So I just kept getting the Six of Cups repeatedly. Yeah, the six of Cups was coming out quite a lot in my pre-shuffle, as well as the Lovers and some other energies. But predominantly I saw someone that is still very much invested, but it is currently in separation, was the message I kept seeing. So I feel as though this message, I felt before I even started, pulling cards for this reading, that, this twin flame, connection was currently in separation, and there was some factors and some issues that needed to be addressed before you guys could come back together, some healing that needs to be done. And the cards that I got were quite consistent with that. So I've got the overall energy here, which is from the Romance Angel Oracle deck and the Island Time Oracle deck. And I am going to go ahead and pull cards from the tarot and clarify any that need clarifying, and then finish off with some oracle messages at the end. I do tend to do freestyle readings. That's how I tend to do them most of the time. I'm going to try out some different styles as well, but for now I feel guided to do freestyle readings. Alright, a clear message here. I'm going to go ahead and read that to you now. Okay, so the very first message I got in the overall energy of the reading was the retreat card. It's time to disconnect from the world, right? So I see that as an energy, of retreating from this connection, right? Because it is a twin flame reading, obviously. So this is all about you and your person, your significant other. I feel like you're both kind of not really, you still have the feelings because they're still there, obviously. You guys are twin flames, which means you have a lot to learn from each other, because I feel like that's how you know you are a twin flame, when you learn valuable lessons from each other. And you're very hurt by a separation, because you feel like they're your other half, you feel like they're connected to your soul. But with the retreat being here, I feel as though you both kind of, whilst you both are still very deep in your feelings, you're also very, you've also got a part of your life that's very separate from each other. And I feel like you're focusing on that part of your life right now, if you get what I mean. I feel like you're focusing on, whatever you have outside of the connection, which is helping you to retreat from the connection. I hope that makes sense, but what I mean is, you both have got lives outside of this, obviously. Outside of your connection, you both have people that you have connections, you have friends, you have family, you've obviously got, work, all of that kind of stuff. I feel like you've kind of retreated from the connection and focused on the other parts of your life during this separation. And I did get cards to clarify. So each of the Romance Angel Oracle cards are clarified by one of the Island Time Love Oracle cards. So to clarify the retreat card, I got Love Call. Right, so that basically, the message that we have on that card is someone expresses love, a message of love, thinking of you and letting you know. So I felt as though with the retreat being here, I felt this card, clarifying that basically, says to me that someone who is in retreat currently, someone who's not communicating currently, someone who is retreating from the connection, as I spoke about, is going to connect with you in the near future, is going to express their love for you, is going to tell you how much they love you, is going to call you perhaps. We do have the phone on the image. Doesn't mean it has to be a phone call. Could be a text message. These days, obviously, we've got multiple ways of communicating. They could, connect with you through social media. Someone is thinking of you, right? And I feel like this is more so someone that's not really communicating with you right now. I feel like this is someone who's just kind of watching you. I feel like right now they're just keeping their eye on you through social media, through friends, through family, mutual friends, that kind of thing. because obviously, let's face it, it's a lot easier to do that nowadays, isn't it, with social media out there. So I do feel as though this person, even though they've retreated and they're focusing on their own lives right now, whether that be through work, friends, family, whatever they've got going on outside of the connection, I do feel as though they're still keeping a very close eye on you, and they do want to express their love to you with this card coming out. They may not have done so just yet, but guys, let's see what the next card is. We get express your love. So now, as we just spoke about retreating, this person has retreated, you have retreated, you know, now we've got express your love. So this person does actually want to go ahead and make the romantic gesture here. This person wants to tell you exactly how they feel, you know, hence the love call, and the love call card we got clarifying the retreat card. And clarifying express your love, I got the sunglasses card, which is all about someone who's watching, keeping an eye, you know, stalking. Someone who's watching, someone who's looking at your pictures and focusing on what you're doing on social media, and someone who's basically stalking you online, right? So that's the message I got for express your love. So I do feel as though, even though you guys are currently in separation, which is what I felt prior to the reading in my pre-shuffle, I got the retreat card as the overall energy, which shows me that you're both kind of focusing on yourselves right now, perhaps in a healing energy. But this person does want to make and does want to express their love here. Then, of course, we've got the express your love card and the sunglasses card, which shows me that this person is keeping an eye on you via social media, friends, family, photos, whatever. All right, the next card I got from the Romance Angel Oracle deck for the Twin Flame reading is Let Go of Control Issues. So what I felt with this being in the heart of the read and the heart of the spread, the third card coming out of 5, you know, this situation is... there's something toxic about this connection, right? Whether I don't feel like it's currently, because you're currently not in communication, but I do feel as though, well, this is the message I feel. So if this is your reading, I feel like you guys are in separation right now and you're not really communicating at all. You may be communicating minimally, but I don't really feel a heavy communication energy. So if this is your reading, I feel as though this is someone that's not really communicating with you. Now, letting go of control issues here, I feel like, you know, it says allow this situation to unfold naturally. I feel like someone's really trying to take control here in an unhealthy, toxic kind of way. Now, in the past, I feel. So I do feel as though there's something here that has been toxic in this connection. Someone has tried to control things. Someone has tried to... and it could be through some form of manipulation or something like that, is what I felt when I got the card, when I pulled the card. Clarifying it, of course, I got the addiction card. You can't make this stuff up, guys. These are actually the cards that I pulled. So with the addiction card coming out, you know, this is all about codependency. It's about obsession, possession, dependency, controlling, you know, is blocked, is restrained. And, you know, that's exactly what this card is all about. You know, someone controlling has got some kind of addiction energy going on. So with the let go of control issues, what I feel is happening here is I feel like your twin flame, your person, is actually in a very addictive state, a very codependent, obsessive state. I feel like they're watching you obsessively. I feel like they want to have control over your life, and they don't, because they're not currently in your life, but they also do want to maintain control even though they're not in your life, if that makes sense. That's what I'm feeling. I feel like this is someone who's at a distance, who's watching you and keeping an eye on you because they love you so much, and vice versa, but they also feel like they've got some kind of say and control over what you do in your life, even though they're not currently in it. So yeah, with the addiction card coming out, I feel like there is a form of codependency here, whether this be you, them, both of you. There's some kind of, you know, dependency that you have on each other, which is where the control issues come in here. I feel like, you know, your person is quite controlling, but also feel as though there is some kind of dependency that you have on each other. It could be financially, it could be, you know, to boost each other's self-esteem and self-worth. You could both have self-esteem and self-worth issues. You both could have, you know, fear of abandonment issues from childhood. There is a number of things here that could cause this. So that causes someone to be controlling. Now, this card is all about control, which is all about the message that we got, let go of control issues. So there is a message here that someone needs to pull back that control that they're trying to have over this connection. I feel like this is your person. I feel like they need to pull back the control that they have, that they're trying to control this connection, even though, you know, they can't, because they're not even with you right now, that you're in separation. It's just not a healthy dynamic. So I feel like this person is perhaps also involved in some form of unhealthy behavior with the addiction card coming out here. They could be drinking too much. They could be, you know, to distract themselves from this connection. to drown their sorrows. They could be, you know, overindulging in drinking, gambling, you know, drug taking, you know, socializing excessively and just going out partying and, you know, just not being very healthy and mindful of their lives. You know, there's any number of things here that could be going on. You know, even shopping addictions can be something, you know, someone who just, you know, overshop so that they can, you know, fill themselves up with something because they feel empty and they're not addressing the actual problem. So they try to fill it up with other things, which is how addictions come into play. The next card I got was pay attention to the red flags. Guys, you know, this is starting to get quite serious here. After the control issues and the addiction card, you know, it looks like, you know, someone here, you know, there are red flags that need to be paid attention to. These signs are cautioning you, it says, you know, and I do feel like there are some very concerning signs here, as I said, with the control and the addictions that are happening here. And then to clarify that, I've got the lightning card, which is all about sudden change, shocking news, some kind of surprise, some kind of epiphany, you know, some kind of you know, upheaval or transformation that occurs in this connection. So I do feel like, guys, there is something very shocking coming in here. So the pay attention to red flags tells me there is some very shocking, unexpected news coming in here. It's almost like a tower in the tarot cards. I feel like there is something that you don't know about this person that you're going to find out. This could relate to the addiction behavior. So there could be something very addictive that's going on here that you don't know about yet in this person. It could also be related to the sunglasses energy, where they could be, you know, as we know, watching you. Perhaps you're not aware of that. Perhaps you feel it, but you're not quite sure that it's actually happening. Perhaps you get confirmation of that, and that could be a red flag for you, you know, because this person has backed off and they're not communicating, but they're watching you, and you're feeling like, well, why are you watching me if you're not communicating with me? I kind of get that vibe too. And with a love call here, it could also be, you know, they unexpectedly get in contact with you here without, you know, doing the work that's required here before they express their love. Someone that needs to do the work here to heal, to focus on healing, to get through this toxic energy. There is definitely a toxic energy here in the heart of the read. You know, I've got the let go of control issues and the addiction card in the center of the spread from both decks. So there is a very strong message here that someone needs to focus on healing before they come back around in this connection. Now, with a lightning card, as I said, this is a sudden change. It's shocking news. It's some kind of, you know, don't get me wrong, this person could have, unexpectedly also transformed themselves, shockingly, but I'm feeling and seeing more of an energy of someone that is actually, you know, in a toxic energy that is not ready to come back around, you know, but is trying to force it forward because they want to express themselves to you, but they're not quite ready. They're still in a very, you know, addictive, toxic state here. And with the pay attention to red flags card here, we can't ignore that either, right? That means that that means the Spirit's saying they're not ready at all, right? The next card I got was, and I took 5 from this deck, so this is the final one, new love, right? So that doesn't necessarily mean a new love coming in. It can. There could be a new love coming in for you guys, but it could also mean this person, your twin flame, coming back around as a new connection, as a new love, you know, someone that is new to you because they have changed. They've evolved, they've changed, they've transformed themselves. Their vibration here, you know, is another possibility with a new love. So this could be your person, your twin flame coming back because this is a twin flame reading. So I am expecting that this person is, you know, for me, the new love card, you know, resonates that your person, your twin flame, is going to come back around transformed in a new way, because we did just get the transformation card here with a lightning energy. So I do feel as though, although there are red flags here, there are things that need to be dealt with in this connection. And as I said in the very beginning, for this to be a twin flame, you know, connection between the two of you, there's always lessons that need to be learned from each other. You know, otherwise it wouldn't be a twin flame. That is the whole nature of a twin flame connection, right? So I feel you both have work to do here, and I feel like that's still kind of ongoing here. It's a work in progress is what I'm seeing. So I feel as though with the new love card being here, this person is going to transform themselves and they're going to come back around with a new love offer for you. Now, clarifying those cards, I have got the sword and the rose and the phoenix. So first I've got the phoenix, which is all about, again, a new phase. It's about rekindling something. It's about renewing something. It's about transforming something. It's about growth. It's about a changed mind and a changed person. You can't make this stuff up, guys. I was literally just saying the new love card here, right? This is all about your person, your twin flame, reinventing themselves here and coming back as the phoenix. This is all about someone who's transforming, who's rekindling, and who's renewing something here. This is a renewed connection. This is not a new connection coming in, I'm feeling. This is your person renewing themselves as the phoenix, right? And then I've got the sword and the rose, which again is about truth, clarity, revelation, honor, protection, power. This person wants to come in now and show you, you know, and give you the truth, right? Truth and clarity. I feel like in the past there has been, you know, control issues, there has been red flags, and there has been retreating here, guys. These are all energies that have come out for you as the overall energy of the reading. Now, the reason that has happened is because there are things here that needed to be worked on here, right? There are things that need to be worked on before you guys could come back around in this connection. Now, this is all about truth and clarity coming out, right? And I feel like with this renewed phase here, this rekindling, this new love that is coming back around for the two of you, you know, this just confirms that there's going to be truth and clarity coming in here, enabling you guys to have that new beginning. Now, when it comes in, we don't know. We're going to get some more messages here from Spirit. But it certainly does look like this connection, as we know, with all twin flame connections, is not quite over just yet. You still have further lessons to learn from each other. And who knows, guys, you could actually be the long term, the real deal, the long haul. Now, at the bottom of the deck, I'm just going to read you the energies that I got from the two decks. So from the Romance Angel Oracle deck, I got the Flirt card here, which is extend your lighthearted energy to others. At the top of the deck, I've got attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. So, you know, with that flirtation, attraction energy, I do feel like there's still a lot of attraction here, guys, and I do feel like you guys still flirt with each other. Get some messages from the tarot. Receive for the Twin Flame Collective. Thank you. All right, first of all, starting off with the star energy here. So this is all about, and I do feel as though you guys are in a healing energy with this person. You and your person are currently healing, yeah, after a death. I do feel as though there's been an ending here, as I spoke about at the start. I do feel as though you guys are in separation at this point in time. You know, the death and the star card kind of go hand in hand here, because we tend to go into a healing energy after, you know, we separate from someone. You know, the death for me is about an ending, of course, but also about rebirthing ourselves and reforming ourselves in this connection. And as I spoke about already, I do feel as though there is, you know, some form here of a longing here between the two of you to, you know, to bring this back together. That you both feel like home to each other, and there's a new love. There is new love here, but I feel like this is within your connection, because there's a lot of, you know, flirtation and attraction that's still here with you guys. But I do feel like someone needs to deal with some, you know, some control issues, some addiction issues is what I'm seeing here. Someone who, you know, has to really work on those things, which is why we've got the pay attention to the red flags card, because, you know, before you guys can express your love to each other after retreating in this connection, you know, you really need to work on, you know, whatever caused you guys to separate in the first place needs to be worked upon here, is what I'm seeing. With a double mission card from your spirit message, I do feel as though, I feel like, you know, Spirit is saying it's almost like, you know, you both have a mission that you need to work on here, and it's kind of similar, you know, that you both have a mission where you need to work on yourselves before you can come back together here, being the double mission here. But with the Warrior Woman card, you know, have you answered your deepest calling? I feel like that is both, you know, your calling, both of your calling, I feel, in this message is that you both need to work on yourselves before you can come back together here. Yep. Guys, we've got the Strength card. Can't make this stuff up. We've got the Strength card here and the King of Swords. So I do feel as though with the Strength card being here, this is all about courage. It's all about strength. It's all about inner growth, right? So you guys are really working, you know, from within on how you can heal this connection here with the Strength card being here. You know, it takes a lot of courage and a lot of strength to work on this connection from within, because you're working on fixing yourselves in this connection so that you can come back together in a more healthy fashion. With the King of Swords here, I do feel as though someone, you know, has been very cold and cutting this connection. The King of Swords is someone that cuts things out, as is the Queen of Swords. You know, they cut things out that don't serve themselves. So I do feel as though, I'm feeling as though this was your person. It could have been you though, but your person, I feel like, was very cutting and cold in the past, and now they're working on, you know, their inner strength and courage here to try and, you know, be stronger the next time around in this connection, to try and come back around more positively as well. Because I see them, you know, they're watching you, is what I'm seeing, you know. And I feel like they've had some control issues here in the past, and they want to let go of that, and they want to come in here and present with a new love. They want to have a new face here. They want to rekindle things. They want to transform this whole connection, right? And bring in truth and clarity here, which is very much what the King of Swords does. They're all about the truth. They're all about clarity. They're all about someone who's very upfront and honest. It's what I'm seeing here. So I feel like this person of the past may have been dishonest with you. They may have been the one that cut this out. They may have been cold and cutting here, which is why I've got an ending in this connection, a separation. And, you know, you guys retreating from each other. And I feel like now they want to express themselves, but they want to be upfront and honest as well, which is why we've got the King of Swords here, who is a very upfront, honest person. However, he's also very cold and cutting at times and can cut things out very quickly, which is what may well have happened in this connection. Right, so this is why, you know, Spirit is asking you to really rely on your strength and courage here in this connection. I do see a reconciliation here as well. I do see two people coming, you know, longing for each other, as I spoke about, longing for home, longing for belonging here. A Spirit message. Apologies for the lighting, guys. My lighting's gone out again, unfortunately. But I do see, you know, that you guys have still got attraction and flirtation for each other and in this new love, and, you know, letting go of this past, controlling the control issues of the past, and the, you know, the red flags that you guys had, and just, you know, expressing your love here was the overall energy of the reading that we got to begin with, right? Alright, what other messages do we need for the Twin Flame message for October 2021? I've got in front of me here, where I've got the Four of Pentacles. So this is all about someone holding on very tightly to this connection. I feel like this is both of you, right? But I feel as though, you know, I know that your person, I feel your person has a really strong desire to come in here and make this right with you. You know, this person that's had, I feel like the red flags is all about your person. I feel like they've had some addiction issues, some control issues, you know, and I feel like they're going to reform themselves here and transform themselves here and come back around here with this new love. I do feel as though, you know, they're holding on very tightly to this connection, which is why we've got the Four of Pentacles here. They could have been focusing on, you know, on their finances here, on just making sure that they, you know, were you know, keeping themselves together, is what I'm hearing, to try and come back around in a more, you know, but they needed to come back around in a more, you know, stable sense than they were. So they really held on to their pennies, onto their finances, onto their career, whatever job they were doing. You know, they had to really work on reforming themselves here and just building themselves back up. Because what I'm hearing is that they wouldn't just, you know, you wouldn't just take them back as some person that wasn't employed or had some kind of stability here. So, you know, because your vibration is raising so high, this person had to come back in with some kind of higher vibration as well. So they're actually working on their stability here, is what I'm seeing with the Four of Pentacles. They're holding on to their finances. They're also holding on to the connection. And, you know, they're building their strength here as well, with the Strength card being here. And, you know, they're trying to be, you know, a little less cold-hearted here with the King of Swords. I feel like they've cut out you in the past, and they've realised that they've been very cold and cutting after this ending. And, you know, I'm seeing them wishing upon a star here and healing and working on this connection, wanting it to come back around, because they've been very cold and cutting in the past, and they've cut this out, and they, you know, which is, I guess, explains why I've got the, you know, the red flags card, and then not, you know, not being able to express themselves in the past, having control issues here, someone very, you know, suddenly coming in and expressing themselves. I feel like that's why we've got all these energies here. This is someone that's very much still attracted to you, still wants to flirt with you, you know, still wants to come in and show you that you feel like home to them. You know, may even want to commit to you here with a wedding rings card. I do see someone that just wants to, you know, fix things that they've done in the past. Some very toxic things that have happened in this connection, right? Now, with the Page of Wands here, this is my communication card. You know, pages are all about communication. Wands are all about passion. This person wants to communicate, you know, their passion towards you. I do feel like they're very attracted to you still. This can be like a social media card as well. Someone, you know, expressing their desire for you over social media. Let's go ahead and see what else we have. Yeah, Ace of Wands, you know, also came out. Again, more Wands energy, you know, fire energy. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Doesn't matter though. I don't generally read the signs, because it doesn't matter. Any person can embody any energy. So it doesn't really matter, but I'm just letting you know that, because, you know, I'm seeing a couple of consistent energies here together, but it does not matter, because I've also got the King of Wands here. So we do have a lot of Wands energies energies just in these last messages. We've got the Page of Wands, we've got the Ace of Wands, and the King of Wands. So it may not be a fire sign, but it's just to let you know, if you are, you know, connected with someone who's a fire sign, it may well be their energy coming through here. So, you know, with the Ace of Wands, again, you know, this is someone who is really, you know, as you can see, you've got the fire going on within their soul here. This person feels very passionately about this connection. And with the King of Wands here, this can be an in and out energy. This is sometimes known as a player energy. You need to be mindful of that. So, you know, this person could have been an in and out energy in the past. They could have been a bit of a player, you know, someone that comes in and out here. As you can see with a line here, they do struggle with their inner courage here. But yeah, it doesn't have to mean that. It can just mean someone that just, you know, is very passionate here. Alright, so let's get a few more messages here, and then we'll get some final messages from the Oracle. What else do we need to know in relation to this Twin Flame Collective? Thank you, Spirit. What else? Alright, what have we got here? Alright, we've got the Page of Swords that just came flying out of the deck, guys. This looks as though, you know, your twin flame is very much keeping an eye on you here with the Page of Swords energy. This is someone who's trying to gather information, who's trying to figure out what you're up to, what you're doing right now. What else, Spirit, for the Twin Flame Collective? What else do we need to know for the Twin Flame? What does this person want to know? Okay, we've got the Devil energy here. So I do feel as though someone's been very toxic here. Someone who's been very obsessive here. We got this energy very early on with the pay attention to red flags here. You know, the control issues card, the addiction card, the lightning card, the sunglasses card. I do feel as though there is someone here that is being toxic within their behavior here. Be wary here that your person could be very toxic. This person has some, you know, some kind of toxic behaviors that they're engaging in here, that they're trying to, I'm not sure if they're trying to get out of them, but they're at least trying to show you that they're not, you know, in those energies anymore. You know, be wary of that, because the red flags card tells me that they may not be, you know, they may not be clear of these toxic behaviors, but they're trying to make you believe that so that you will take them back. That's what I'm hearing. So just be mindful of that. You know, be very careful. Is this person really still engaging in toxic behaviors? Are they really clear of those behaviors? Are they really, you know, over those behaviors, or are they not? You know, this card can come out to remind us that they may very well still be in those, or it could just be, you know, the past energy. But they are certainly keeping an eye on you here and watching you is what I'm seeing. Someone who has an eye on you here with the Page of Swords energy. This is someone who's watching you on social media, gathering information about you. They could be watching you from afar, up close, through friends and family. And again, with the Three of Wands being here, more waiting, you know, watching energy. This is someone watching and, you know, almost like waiting for their ships to come in here. They're not quite sure if you are, they're not quite sure if you are wanting them or not, and they're watching you to see, you know, does this person want me too? You know, there's certainly waiting here going on. This is a waiting energy. Someone who's, you know, wanting their ships to come in, but also not quite sure what they want exactly, because they're not taking any action towards it as yet. They're kind of just watching and wanting something better to come along, but not really taking any action to make it happen, is what I'm feeling. Alright, so let's see what else we have here. For the Twin Flame Collective, what else do we have? Alright guys, I've got the Six of Cups here. So, you know, again, this does reinforce a twin flame soulmate connection here, guys. We are talking about a twin flame connection here, aren't we? So, you know, this just reinforces to me that we are, again, talking about someone that you've known in a past life here, which is, I feel like, why we're doing a twin flame reading here, right, guys? So I feel like you have a very mutual energy here, guys, that you know each other from, you know, previous lifetimes. You are looking at each other in that way, and you may well be, you know, reminiscing on past lifetimes here, looking at, you know, photos of each other, being nostalgic about your past connection in this lifetime as well as in a past lifetime, who knows. But in this lifetime, you guys are really looking at each other as something that you want to, you know, that you want to reminisce with, because this is all about past life energy. It's all about missing the past. It's all about, you know, looking at someone from the past and being very, you know, nostalgic about that energy. Not surprised that came out here, guys, because I do feel as though this person is very much waiting for something here. You know, the only real barrier here I feel is this toxic energy that has come across through the whole reading, right? Someone who's had some control issues, someone who's got some toxic behaviors here that they need to work on in order for this connection to be more successful as it comes back around. Because I do see it rekindling. I do see a new phase here. I do see it reforming here. I do see, you know, a double take here, you know, about, you know, you guys belonging to each other and longing for home and coming back together here. Maybe even having a longer term connection here with the wedding rings card coming out. But there's still a sense of someone running from this connection with the Knight of Swords energy here. This is still a sense of someone running away from this. And I feel like this is your person still. I feel like there is still some toxic behavior here that they are not dealing with here with this Knight of Swords energy coming out. You know, this is someone who is, you know, running away from, you know, the responsibilities of their life, of running away from what they need to face up to and deal with to have this connection. Alright, Spirit, what else do we need to know in relation to this twin flame connection? And we've got the Seven of Swords, guys. Again, more running away, sneaking away energy. These were in a row. Look at these two cards. Look how similar they are. Look at these two similar cards. We've got the Knight of Swords and the Seven of Swords. Both air energy, very sneaky, deceptive behavior here. Look at this. You know, they literally look very similar to each other. We've got the moon now shining down on the Seven of Swords. So I do feel like this is going to be illuminated here. Whatever sneaky behavior they're engaging in, it's going to come to light here with the Seven of Swords. Have a look at the moon there, you know, shining down on this image. You know, this person is not going to get away with whatever they're doing right now. I still feel as though they're doing something sneaky and deceptive, which is why I feel like we've got the red, which is why I feel like we've got the pay attention to red flags here. This person is doing something deceptive and sneaky here, and they're still trying to run away from this. Even though they want it, they're running away from it for some reason here, guys, is what I'm seeing. Alright, let's get a couple more messages and then we're going to get some advice and finish off with an oracle message. What else? What else do we need to know in relation to this this connection? What else do we need to know in relation to this connection? Spirit, someone's being sneaky here. What do we need to know about this connection? What are they hiding? What are they being sneaky about here? Okay, so we've got three cards here. Alright, we've got the Two of Wands, the Five of Pentacles, and the Empress here, right? To finish off this reading from the tarot, right? So, you know, let's go through them one by one. Two of Wands here. This is someone who, again, who is kind of looking out to see what's going to happen, kind of waiting energy, someone who's not taking any action, just looking out to see what's happening, what's on the horizon. You know, what should I be doing now? Should I be doing something different? What should I do? This person is very much in limbo here. They're very unsure of what to do. They've got their hand on one of their wands here, and they feel like they've kind of made a decision with that wand, but they've also got another wand that's leaning against the wall. That is something a bit more exciting, a bit more, you know, risque, something that, you know, they haven't quite done before, something different, you know, and they're very nervous about putting their hand on this wand because it's something that's unknown to them. So they're very worried about doing it, even though they kind of are intrigued by it. They're kind of not willing to do it because they're too gutless, for another word, or too fearful to do something different that they've done before. So I do feel like they're playing it safe here. You know, they're going with the safe option here, the one that they're familiar with, and they're just kind of playing it safe here. But I do feel as though they want to do something different, but they're just not quite willing to make a risk yet. So, you know, there's something here that there's You know, with the energies we've just received, the Knight of Swords and the Seven of Swords, this person is definitely holding back on something, hiding something. This one that they're holding on to could be something that they are currently doing right now that they don't want you to know about. It could be a connection even, right? There's definitely something here that's not quite right. There's something that's, you know, toxic here, something that Spirit wants you to know to pay attention to the red flags here. It could be a connection they're holding on to here even, you know, or a behavior or some toxic behavior or something similar to that. So it's either a person or some kind of behavior they're holding on to here that they should be letting go of, but they're not quite ready to do it yet. All right, and with the Five of Pentacles here, again, I feel as though, you know, this shows that someone is also, you know, feeling very devastated and lost and out in the cold here by something that they're not doing. So once again, if this person is, you know, if this person is, you know, is holding back in this connection and they're feeling very upset about it, but they're not quite doing what they need to do to fix it, you know, they are going to feel in this Five of Pentacles connection very left out in the cold and very disappointed because they're not doing the work they need to do to fix it. And I'm seeing that here, guys. I'm seeing someone here that's in a very, you know, it's like they're watching here and they're juggling ideas and I don't see them taking a lot of action here. I see them in their head a lot here is what I'm seeing. Someone who's being very sneaky, deceptive, running towards something else even, thinking, being nostalgic, you know, but I don't see anyone taking action here is what I'm seeing towards this connection. Is if this is what they want. I'm not seeing action taken towards it. And I'm seeing this again, someone who's very upset and disturbed by this ending, feeling left out in the cold, but not really, you know, not having done the work that they needed to do to make it happen. Because as we spoke about, you know, this is someone who's, you know, juggling up other ideas here, someone who's been sneaky and deceptive and running towards something else, someone who's been nostalgic, but again, not taking action here, just focusing on something that they want and they're missing. Again, waiting, watching, not taking action, toxic behavior here, watching again with the Page of Swords, gathering information, you know, someone juggling up here, someone who is, you know, very in and out here with this this King of Wands energy, someone again with the Wands energy, those both being Wands energy, someone who can be in and out energy again, holding on to something, using all their strength here after they've cut something out here with the King of Swords here. You know, it's very inconsistent energy. It's kind of all over the place is what I'm seeing. But, you know, there is definitely an ending here and someone who is wishing and healing but not quite doing any acting right now. Just sort of not acting on anything, just kind of waiting and wishing and hoping is what I'm seeing here. Not actually doing anything active to try and make this work. Even though they're longing for home here, you know, and they have a mission here that they want to be with this person, they're not really putting in the work here to make it happen. You know, flirtation and energy here as well from this deck. You know, new love, wanting this to come back around again, wanting to reinvent this, a new phase, rekindling, you know, revealing things, coming to truth and clarity, a sudden shocking change here, you know, letting go of the past. I'm just not seeing, I'm seeing a want for that. I'm not seeing any action towards that at this point in time. Alright, we're going to finish off here with some advice and then a message from the Oracle. So let's get some advice from another tarot deck. Alright, what do we need to know, Spirit, in relation to this connection? What is Spirit's advice in relation to this twin flame connection? Thank you, Spirit. What is Spirit's advice in relation to this twin flame connection? Oh, guys, look at this. We have got the Eight of Cups, the Hanged One, and the Five of Pentacles. So, okay, so advice from Spirit looks fairly similarly to what we have here. So, you know, there's definitely been an ending here, as we know, you know, and I spoke about that at the very beginning. A separation, an ending. You know, we got that at the beginning. You retreated here. We've got the Death card here as well. You know, there's an ending here. Someone's walked away from this connection. I do feel as though it's your person. It could be you. It could have been both of you, right? So Spirit's advice is, I guess, to see things in a different way here, right? because there's no doubt been an ending, right? And with the eight, with the Hanged One being here, this is all about seeing things in a new way. You know, this person is suspended, they're seeing things very differently, you know, from all different angles and perspectives. This person is, you know, able to see things that they weren't able to see before. This card actually belongs this way, right? So, you know, this person is actually seeing a whole different, you know, a whole different perspective on this connection. And I feel as though Spirit is reminding you that, you know, you are able to see things differently now. So really rely on that insight, on that inspiration, on that knowledge to see things differently, but also to act differently in this connection. Because if you keep doing the same thing, you're not going to get different results here. So Spirit wants you to see things differently and act differently, right? So as a result of this, you know, Spirit wants you to make a change in this connection. Don't keep doing the same thing because you're going to get the same results, right? So whatever is happening in this connection, see it in this new light, see it with this new found knowledge and wisdom that you have, because I see that here. I see someone that is growing here and learning new things here with the Phoenix and the Sword and the Rose here and the Lightning card. You are learning new things here. You are, you know, Spirit also says, you know, you've got a double mission here. You're channeling, you know, you're channeling new ideas here. You know, you're learning new things. You're the warrior woman now, you know. You are answering your deepest calling here, and you are learning new things, right? So you need to use this knowledge to your advancement to develop this connection if that's what you want, right? So use that knowledge here to advance this connection with the Hanged Man energy here from Spirit. And the final message we have is the Five of Pentacles. As we know, very much being left out in the cold. You know, it's snowing here. These people are in a very disadvantaged connection here. You know, there's been an ending. So in this, with this particular message coming out, guys, with the Five of Pentacles, you know, this is two very disconnected people who are not really seeing eye to eye on things. They are feeling very, you know, disconcerted, and they're separated, right? And that's the energy we got from the very beginning for this guy, for you guys. So Spirit is reminding you that although you guys are separated, that you can actually come to some kind of understanding here in order to come back together. You know, you're going to need to, you know, recognize what your differences are, but also recognize what your strengths are, is what I'm seeing. You know, you don't need to focus on the negative energy. You can also focus on how you guys can grow from this and how you can better your connection the next time around, because you are twin flames after all. So this is not the end of you guys, I don't feel. There's a lot of energy here to show me that you guys, you know, despite walking away from each other, now see things in a whole different way, and you're able to reform this being left out in the cold feeling here. And I see a lot of that energy here in this reading. Although there are some things that need to be worked on, of course, as in any ending and twin flame connection. You know, there is some red flags here that need to be addressed, some toxic behaviors that need to be addressed, and I feel like you know what they are. If you are watching this reading, you will know what they are. You will know what your person, you know, you will know what you guys need to work on within your own connection. I'm going to get a message from the Wisdom of the Oracle. What else do we need to? Let's get a final message from the Wisdom of the Oracle. What message does the twin flame need to know in relation to this connection? Thank you, Spirit. One card, please. Thank you. Take this one. Okay, we've got the Thinker card here, guys. You know, with the Thinker card, guys, I feel like, you know, you need to remember that, you know, love is not logical, right? But when you choose a partner, it's good to have things in common other than desire, right? And I see a lot of desire between the two of you, but you need to remember that's not the only thing. You know, this is a time to weigh the pros and cons of your partnership. If there is enough common ground, then go for it. If not, there are other fish in the sea here, guys. You know, don't force it to work, and, you know, should others tell you who they are, you know, take them at their word, because, you know, they are telling you the truth about who they are. If they tell you who they are, then listen to them. Now is not the time to indulge in, you know, in a fantasy. No matter what, in this case, the facts are the facts. Alright guys, those are the messages I have for you. Thank you so much for watching, especially if you've watched all the way to the end. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you for all your support. And I do apologize that my lighting went out. Please don't forget to like, to comment if it does resonate, share if it might help someone, subscribe if you haven't already subscribed, hit the notification bell so you get updated when I do upload videos. And guys, I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much. Bye.